Good morning, students.
Good morning.
Today we are going to discuss a topic on a case study on need for hybrid systems in solar photovoltaics. Okay. So before going to the topic, let us have some small discussions. So first we will discuss what is solar photovoltaics. Can anyone tell what is solar photovoltaics? Okay. You are telling that solar energy is converted into electrical energy. Very good. Okay. Sit down. Any others? Right. Have you seen any this conversion of this solar energy in our campus anywhere? Tell me.
So in our G block, we have a solar panel. Then we convert the solar energy into electricity.
Okay. Very good. So we are having a real-time application that solar photovoltaics is the process by which we are converting the solar energy into electrical energy. So we are having our D block where the solar panels are installed. So in the previous sessions we have discussed about the standalone PV system, how this solar energy is converted into electrical energy. Okay. Today we are going to deal with a case study. Okay. Case study on hybrid systems. Based on our design thinking. Okay. Can anyone tell what are the 5 stages of design thinking? What is the first stage?
First stage is empathy.
Now, first stage is empathy. Second, define, ideate, prototype, and test. Okay. So this is the very good. So these are the 5 stages of empathy. Now I am going to tell. We are going to see about the standalone PV system. Okay. So here there is a solar panel. Okay. So here there is a sun. So here the solar energy is falling on the solar panels. So from this we are converting electrical energy. Okay. So this process is called as solar photovoltaics. So here in our D block also we are using this same technology. Okay. Now we are going to see the empathy. Okay. Empathy in this existing systems. Okay. So this solar energy can be utilized for our domestic purpose and for any industrial applications, or we can connect to a grid and then we can supply this electrical energy. Now, what is the empathy of this by converting this solar energy? Can anyone tell me? What is the, before going to need for hybrid systems, we should know what is the empathy in this existing system. We have discussed in the standalone PV systems. Okay. So what is the empathy? Can anyone tell? Any idea? Think about solar energy. The solar energy is available for 24 hours. Till.
So the space required to implant the solar panels is high, sir. The second one is we can't receive solar energy throughout the day. Only in the daytime we receive solar energy. After the daylight falls, we can't afford it for it.
Very good. Give a baby hand. So, if you take a domestic purpose, okay, we are increasing solar energy by using this solar photovoltaic technology. Okay. So, only during the day hours we get solar energy. During night hours, what happens? We are not getting solar energy. So, what happens? The interruption of the power supply is taking place. Okay, one thing. And second thing is, if there is any lagging in the power supply of the solar photovoltaics, what happens? Totally the system will be not useful. Okay. So we have been on these are the existing problems in the existing systems, because we can't rely on the solar energy, because in some days, during rainy days, what happens? The solar energy will be less. So the uniform productivity of solar energy is based on the nature. It is available, but the amount of production rate is different based on our nature. In the night times, what happens? The energy will not be produced. So at that time, if you want the solar energy, what happens? We want to go for an alternative system. In the existing, what happens? Solar energy is converted and then it is replaced. But if the weather condition is forecasting for a week or 4 days, 5 days, what happens? So if the increase of energy demand is high but the production is less, then what happens? You will face a lot of problems. For that, to rectify this, we are going with the hybrid systems. We are going with the hybrid systems. Okay. So what happened in this hybrid system? So this empathy of utilizing the electrical energy whenever required is made possible, and it is taken as the second stage of design thinking as defined. So what is defined is, we want to make the energy available in all the periods. Okay. So what is the third stage of design thinking? Idea. So what is the idea we are going to make? Okay. So what is the idea is, so this is a solar panel. Okay. From this we are using an inverter. Okay. So we are using a special type of inverter. What is the purpose of inverter is, what the electricity produces the direct current. It is called as an DC current. This DC current cannot be utilized directly for our home appliances. That has to be converted into AC current. Okay. So this inverter, what happens is, converts the DC into this DC to AC, and we can use for our residential purpose. Okay. So the second one is, again we can use a battery pack. This is a battery. So this special type of inverter, what happens is, sends the DC current to AC to our domestic applications directly, and sometimes if you want to store, if some excess energy is produced, this excess energy can be stored in this battery. Okay, so this is the special type of inverter used. So it supplies direct current AC to this particular domestic purpose, or else it can supply to the battery, and the battery can be stored as a secondary device. So the energy can be stored in the battery. If suppose due to the weather conditions or due to any other reasons, or during night time, if there is no electricity is produced by this solar photovoltaic process, directly what happens is, the energy stored in the battery is moving to the domestic purpose. Can you understand? So we are storing the energy, and whenever it is required, we can use from this storage devices. And second one is, from this inverter we can use a meter, and then we can translate for the grid also. If there is more amount of excess of this electrical energy is there, we can use this metering setup, and then we can transfer for the grid. Okay. So nowadays in India, what they are making is, so we are exchanging the electricity from what we are producing from our houses to the grids, so that we can have a subsidy, or we can have that monetary benefit. Okay. So this is called as a hybrid system. Okay, and understand? So this is our idea for our empathy problem statement. Okay, so we are using a special type of inverter, and we are having this battery package. Okay, so this is our case study on hybrid systems. Okay, thank you.